Right. Well, good evening, night, evening, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, somebody said, "Oh, the fuck." Hang on a second. Sorry. Get out. Somebody said the other video wasn't very clear. So I tried to make this one clear. Yeah. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the monkey man, and also that unless we forget that woman, the one who looks very pretty, but she does a face makeup cover up, and the fake hair that looks like a donkey's tail, and all that makeup in the face, and all the fake smiles. But when you lift up the skirt, you find out that their ass is scabby and unsightly. So this one goes out to you as well. Okay, so here we go. What's the point of all this? The point of all this is to show you the fakeness of your de facto government, and that they're causing harm and injury and damage to the general public, and that these ministers, cabinet ministers, and the rest of the ministers had planned to lock you down and imprison you. And they had this memorandum many months before the initial lockdown. All right, so that's a document right there. That's the FOI reference number if you need it. Okay, so this memorandum was circulated to ministers 18th October 2019. And this was done under something called the Official Secrets Act. What a lot of nonsense and stupidity for your public servants to hold secrets from you. Anyway, we carry on. So it's Section 5. So they have planned right here. They're going to fuck with you for 3 whole years. And after 3 years, people will be so disillusioned that their so-called New World Order, right, the 1919 order, all their orders all the time, they're ordering people around as if they have some authority to do such things. They don't. So they want to mess with the people for a good 3 years. So these are their key objectives, okay? These are their key objectives for the Treasury, which is the bank, and the Home Office, which runs the scam with the chief con man and the crime commissioner, the individual who's responsible for bringing crime into your community is called the crime commissioner. And under him, there's another person or thing or man or a woman of extremely marginal intelligence called the chief conman of police in your area. So those are the imbeciles that they use as the muscle to force people to do what they don't want to do. So the section is 5B, subsection 1 and subsection 2. Now, this is how it reads. Like I said before, we have realized that a lot of these people walking around today, they're functional illiterates. They've got no clue about anything, right? They spend their time watching grown men running around in their PE uniform, kicking a ball. And they debate and argue about who's kicked the ball the hardest this year. And I think they win a cup at the end of it. What a lot of nonsense. Well, while these imbeciles are being entertained, the Home Office and the Treasury and your ministers are planning how to do damage. Damage to the wider economy is only achievable by imposing continuing measures to prevent trading amongst the commerce and service industries, as a whole, okay, regardless of the size of the industry. So if you had spent 20 years establishing your business, these cocksuckers will come in. Yeah, these cocksuckers decided a long time ago that they were going to destroy the wider economy and destroy the lives of the people and put them in a depressive mood, right? Make people lose their minds, attack each other, fight amongst each other, because that is the purpose of the devil man and his bogus crap. So anyone who is still walking around in a face mask after they finish watching their television sets, you're an imbecile, all right? So if you want to see the full document, that's the reference numbers, and also it'll be good to see the entire document so that you can understand that you're being deceived by this thing called a cabinet office people. You have your prime minister, who is your prime voodoo man, who is your prime obia man, because he's the one who's controlling the spells and putting the entire country, fictitious country, under a spell. And now everybody's a zombie. You can't find anyone who has any independent thought because of these independent media organizations. So your coconut virus is not something that came out of a Chinese nigger eating a bat in a cave, as you were told before. It's a big ass lie, and it's time people woke up and put these criminals to task. What they've done is a criminal act. It's damage. Damage, loss, or injury to people is a criminal act. And a criminal act requires 3 elements. 1 is mens rea, 2 is actus reus, and 3 is corpus delicti. So number 1, mens rea, this is proof of mens rea. This is proof that they were thinking about it in the 3rd of, what is this, November? 18th of October, 2019. The memorandum went out on the 3rd of November, but these ministers were circulating this business 18th of October. So that's mens rea. They're planning it. It's a guilty mind, right? Actus reus. They actually went forward and acted on their ill mind, right, by imposing continuing measures to prevent trading. Who told these cocksuckers that they can prevent trading between people? What authority do they have? 0. And number 3, corpus delicti, injured party. There are millions of people who have been injured by these criminals' actions. It's a de facto government. It's not a de jure government. For anyone who doesn't know the difference, de jure governments are there by right. A de facto government is one that's imposed or imposes itself by force. That's why they have policy enforcers, to force you to commit fraud upon your soul. So, ladies and gentlemen, please do not commit fraud upon your soul by listening to these government idiots headed by, I believe, nowadays I don't watch TV or none of this bullshit, but I believe today there's somebody called Doris Nonsense, I was told, and this is it's a scruffy character who is the ringleader of the lies. Okay, I thought his name was Boris Yeltsin, but apparently it's Doris Nonsense. So there you go. All right. So I hope this time is clearer. For the ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be easy stuff. You know what it is. You can read and write. For those morons, imbeciles, reprobates, and scabby ass hoes, this might not make sense to you, but it's about time that you woke up, go and wash your ass, and grow a brain. Okay? All right? So take off your mask and try to use your brain instead and find out what a virus is.